Hey, Stephen, Lauren. Yeah, you can see a handful of semis here behind me. Those are just some of the vehicles that were towed here to Lee's Towing after that wreck yesterday. And I'll tell you, too, about a mile down the road here is another tow lot that houses dozens of cars. Inside that tow lot is the car that 78-year-old Geraldine Wilson died inside yesterday. Of course, out of respect for her family, you won't be seeing that car on our air tonight, but I can tell you it's one of the most mangled cars I've ever seen, just painting a picture of how horrific this crash was last night.
You hear these stories out west where you see all these major incidents and major collisions, and you don't really ever think that's going to be here. But last night it hit home.
53 cars involved in 12 different crashes as the snow fell on Wednesday, shutting down I-40 in Orange County. Several people were injured, and a 78-year-old woman from Burlington was killed. Robbie Gardner of Lee's Towing led the charge to clear the interstate, his crews getting every single car and tractor trailer out, one by one, over several hours.
It's very surreal.
He walked us through the tow yard to see some of the damage.
This was one of the vehicles that were trapped on the bridge behind that incident.
He shared these pictures with us too, saying cars were stuck under semi-trucks and had to be pulled out and lifted over. It made for an agonizing wait for the people stuck on I-40 for 9 hours.
With 53 or so vehicles basically trapped in between those bridges, you know, it's just a matter of, hey, getting them out. Our fire and EMS, I know they had people like that. They were bringing food, water to all these people up there that were stuck.
There was an ambulance stuck behind the wrecks with a handful of people trying to get to a hospital.
And we ended up having to bring in another ambulance, transfer them over, walk them around, get them around to that next ambulance just so they could get through the scene. So it was pretty rough.
Robbie and his crews are still recovering from it all.
I started probably around 7 yesterday, and yesterday morning, and I got to my house for the first time at about noon today.
After seeing it all and working through it nonstop, he has advice for drivers next time a storm hits.
Stay home, hug your family. Definitely stay home, hug your family.
In all, we know they had about 6 crews out there yesterday, and some of his crews even had some close calls. In fact, one of his own trucks was actually hit yesterday. We know that that driver is going to be okay. But standing here in this tow lot, seeing this damage firsthand, it just really illustrates how dangerous conditions can get here in North Carolina in the snow and the ice. Stephen, Lauren.